And hello, everybody. I am Optimus0420sl. Welcome to the Groundbridge. All right. Woo! Everywhere. Sprayed, everyone. Sprayed. Sprayed, not wipe your ass with it. Put that flag away. Well, for all our fellow Canadians, happy Canada Day. That was yesterday. And to all our fellow Americans, happy July 4th. That's in 2 days. We are free. Remember that, bitches. Now, fork out the money for Obamacare. Anyway, left to right. We are starting with Mr. Boogeyman.
Hey, Transformers, Geeks and Freaks. My name's Mr. Boogeyman, 1973. How you doing? Welcome to the Groundbridge.
And the man
very quick, I want to ask you if you can commemorate this episode to my grandpa who passed away a year ago this Sunday.
You have done it, sir. It is commemorated.
Thank you.
We are honored, and we will pray for you and your family and everyone who is dealing with sad and tragic loss. We are with you, my friend.
Thank you.
Carrying onward, back to the shenanigans. Fan page. Stop showing us your toilet paper.
Hello guys, it's Transformers fan page, also known as The Ultimate Doom, also known as Ryan, also known as the Canadian Reviewer, if you couldn't tell.
Nice glasses.
Thank you, it's to protect my virginity. Anyways, how you guys doing?
Don't worry about it. The moment you speak, your virginity is solid. Alright, E before I.
Hey there, Mr. E before I here. My close friends and family call me Mr. E before I. You can call me the same thing. In celebration of Canada Day, I'm drinking Firecracker Red Blend, which is fused with maple. Ugh.
I'm just drinking the American classic Coca-Cola because this is America.
How do you put maple in red wine? But you all figured out a way, and it's not bad. So I'll do it.
Before I, hey, this is America.
Just drink. Just drink. Okay,
it's actually really good. It's made from Brian's own piss.
Yeah. And once you polish off that bottle, you can't stop saying A at the end of every sentence.
I don't believe that's true, eh? Oh,
and for some reason, you want to shag that guy.
We have trained you well.
But anyway, Jackal, you're up.
What is up? Yeah. Hi, Jackal here. Move on.
That's the best you can do.
Hey, I have my mind going in 10 million places. Shut up.
Center, Grasshopper, center. All right, Josh, you're up.
Hey guys, what's up? BC coming back at you guys with another episode of the Groundbridge. How you guys doing?
Stop the bullying.
Jackal, don't. Just don't. Just don't.
Ha.
No. Stop the bullying.
Can't we all just get along?
That's what I'm trying to do, man.
My turn.
It's your turn.
Oh my God. Hello, everybody. I'm in tragedy. I'm in the dark. Yay.
Yes,
The forehead of doom in the
I'm
dark.
always in the dark. Hey, yeah, welcome to the show.
Alrighty then. Well, let's get started with the tits, and then we'll get into the gravy. For those of you who are watching, just so you know, after our whip out our tits portion, we will be delving quite deeply into Transformers: Age of Extinction. So if you do not want to be spoiled, I ask you to stop watching and watch when you have actually paid the money to go see the movie or rip the turret. Okay?
Last night,
Ooh, aren't you special? You're a little late to the dance, son, but at least you made it. Okay.
Yeah, I was actually in time.
I know, for once. Okay. All right. Bill, what are your tits this week?
Absolutely squat.
I know what your tits are. They're coming tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. Fan page. Uh-huh. You don't say. You know, he really doesn't say. Oh, my God. Really, dude? All that? He doesn't say. Shit, he never said. Okay, Eva Farai, your turn.
Oh, surprise, you caught me mid-drink. So, today...
I was about to do that. I was about to take a sip, and Scott was like, "Hey, Jack, introduce yourself." I was like, "Damn it."
Today I got caught up on one thing I've wanted for a little while, and one of the online retailers recently reduced the price to I had to pick it up level. This is R01. It's the Not Gears, the SXS.
I freaking love it.
It's amazing. I don't know why this
did you pay
guy.
for it?
$35.
That's what I paid for it.
Yeah.
How?
So that's what
You got it. Hey, send me the link
BBTS.
now.
BBTS has it for $35. And
Hey.
aside from maybe some questionable loose bits of plastic, no, I shouldn't even say loose, just real brittle in some areas.
I got this for 30.
It feels like he has some like FPS plastic in him in places that he really shouldn't. I do agree.
Yes, in the connector points. But other than that, he transforms great. He's nice and simple. He's not a shell former by any means. He looks just like a Generation 1 kind of Master PC Generations gear should look. So a huge thumbs up for that. Next,
A small piece of advice with him: do not put him on any shelf where he's in the front.
really? Why is
If
that?
he hits the floor from a high distance, he is going to shatter at the front.
yes. Keep him away from brick surfaces.
Keep him away from hardwood floors, too.
Yes.
No, even carpets won't save him. If you have him high up, put him towards like the middle of the shelf, not the front.
Basically, just take that Velcro and just put it on his feet. And
I can't find it. Dan, send me it.
I will send you a link, sir.
Thank you.
Next, we have my continuing saga of the Warbatron collection. This is Heavy Noisy, and he's
Nice.
the Not Brawl, and he's pretty cool. I don't think he's as good as the Not Blast Off.
No, he's not. I gotta agree with you there.
That's my official review. I like him. I think he looks fine on the shelf. He's a little odd proportion, but I thumbs up for that. Lastly, and then I'll move on, is my not yet taken out of the box.
I will kill you. Figure.
This is Scoria.
Nice.
This is
Very nice.
This is the Not Dinobot. There he is, the Triceratops of Doom. And I'm very excited about this. I've just been so crazy busy that I haven't had a chance to open them up yet. But perhaps after this cast I'll do that. That's all I have. Who's next?
I suggest after the cast you don't open them until you're actually sober. There'll be Scoria parts everywhere, and you'll be limping. It'll just be a huge mess. You'll be trying to figure out how the hell you got the Triceratops antler up your ass, and this will be all messy. So don't do it. Okay.
Probably
Either
shake
that or-
the potato in Triceratops mode. Does not
Either
make
that or there'd be parts in the bottle.
Like, I know you like long cylindrical points, but just say no. Okay.
Here, Scoria, have a drink.
All right, Jack, you're up.
Who?
Jackal. Going once.
Okay. Not even an hour ago, I finally got the Generation Skywarp. Finally, so now my Fall of Cybertron Seekers are complete. And from Mr. Boogeyman, I got G1 Topspin, G1 Kickback, Bombshell, Laserbeak, Ravage, and a RIDE Spy Changer's Prowl.
Which we were a little excited to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them all.
I don't know if it's just me, but all your figures kind of look like a baseball.
they do.
Well, you know how you have your wine alcohol fetish? Well, Jack's got a fetish with balls. Preferably with you have your nuts cracked, you'll love it for life. But anyway,
Okay, shut up.
Stop bullying.
fan page.
Look who's talking, Brian, so shut up.
Oh, fuck you. Anyways, my haul consists of this cup I got from watching Transformers Age of Extinction with a Bumblebee keychain on the top of it. I'm pretty sure Bill will love it.
See,
Because
Bill's already got the loop going.
And also, I got this Canada flag with a lot of flashing lights, so Canada can now give you seizures.
Nice.
Okay.
Finally.
Realize that yeah, Canada has always given us seizures. The lights don't really make a difference.
Damn it. Doesn't work.
Okay, anything else?
The Canada glasses that protect my virginity. You know, we got that.
Oh yeah, definitely do that.
Always.
Trust me, the flag will do that by itself, but the glasses are just an added bonus.
All you gotta do is just walk up to them and say, "Hey, I'm from Canada." What?
All right, and next up
Thank you, Danny boy.
on the fun zone, BC, what'd you get this week, bud?
One of them I'm customizing, but leader class Grimlock.
Love that figure so much.
We gotta get that.
Yeah, bro.
I almost got Optimus today, but no.
I think I'll get the premium version. Or platinum.
Yeah, I'm gonna double dip on that one.
As a nice little surprise from Ron, Crosshairs,
Which I should be getting sometime in
I
the month.
love this dude. His reviews were scaring me at first, but once I got him in hand, I freaking love this dude.
I told you,
Yeah, I
this
like
figure. You can listen to these reviewers, you can listen to me.
I don't listen to either.
Yeah, I was one of those guys that was kind of lukewarm on him. He's okay. He's
I
okay.
gave him a positive review, but I also gave him a concerned review.
A stern, concerned review.
Yes.
Understood.
Open.
You gave
Damn
him
it.
a whipping,
Open.
bent him over, and then gave him some candy. Gotcha.
And again, thanks to Ron, I now
Oh, candy.
Why do you think he had to replace the batteries in that flag?
have
Doesn't work.
So I got Scoop. Where's Target Masters at?
Somewhere.
Thank you, Jackal.
You're welcome.
Right, I just heard some thunder.
Yeah, I get rain.
Yeah,
I'm not. I get blue skies.
we're gonna have rain all through the 4th, I'm afraid. my friend.
Scoop. Well, I got the I mean, Scoop's cool.
Great review, dude. Tell the parties.
Will do. All right, next on the planner is Avenging. Any new tits this week, or are we waiting till next week to discuss?
Well, I don't have anything in hand, but by next week I shall have something in hand. Because today, off the mighty eBay, I did pick up the original Armada Starscream.
What?
You'll be hearing from me
That
to
sounds like you're clapping. That sounds like you're doing something else.
At least we can see what he's doing.
Everybody's nap time.
But
Yeah.
that's all these
Hand
I got,
check.
which I don't have yet.
It'd be like this. Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry.
I guess it's my turn to win.
Sorry.
This week has been an interesting week.
Yeah, it's nap time, guys.
Yeah, suck it. Okay, all right. For starters, I picked up this guy,
5 hours later.
Oh, wow.
and he's actually cool. He's got a light up feature.
5 hours later. I think that's it. Finally, we can get on with the show. Oh, no, I know. I got this too. Ah!
Okay. We
Stop.
got
Yeah,
this
I'm
little Age of Extinction house.
Very
Such
nice.
a good figure. One of my favorite Voyager figures so far in the new.
Same here. I'm loving these two actually. The second wave more than the first actually.
Yeah.
The next one we got is this baby behind me. Hi, David. And he's off and running. Hi. And we got
That was very
Galvatron.
expensive.
Now, that Galvatron, if it was just a little different mold in the head, you know what I mean?
Well,
I
we're
think
supposed to have the Megatron look in the face, so I get why it looks like that. It just needs more paint.
Hey,
That's my-
he needs black in the face. Because
A
he looks.
little crown, man. Just a little crown.
Okay.
Exactly. Look
Now,
around.
for those who don't know, I do collect Power Rangers Megazords. It's all I collect from Power Rangers. I don't collect the bikes or figures or the morphers, or even though I have a couple. Okay, but I mainly go after the bots. This is the first one. It's the Q-Rex Megazord,
That's nice.
So I gotta get that.
and it has a Tyrannosaurus mode. That's why I wanted it. Okay. Medium giant lizards, I like them. We got the Gosei Zord here. I forget the exact name, Legendary or something.
Yeah, I've seen commercials for that.
Now, are these die-cast figures?
No, these are plastic and fully transformable, and the American ones actually come apart and combine.
Cool.
The Japanese ones do too, but only to the Japanese figures. Which comes up to my last piece to show today.
Here we go.
Gosei.
Wow.
Here we go.
Go say great.
Goes great Megazord.
You almost hear in his voice how he almost made it sound sexual a little bit.
I know, I'm throwing 450 at the screen.
This thing is freaking awesome. This is the actual Japanese version. You can tell because of all the paint detail. The American one does not have it.
Yeah.
It is a really nicely well done figure. Got some die cast in it, so it's a little heavy.
You're
Very well
complaining?
done figure. Hey, guess what? That's all.
Whoa!
Finally.
Wow, that was short.
That's
Feel
it.
his forehead. I think that's the shortest one he ever had on the show.
Wow.
he came and went just that quick.
Yeah,
Now,
I
I'll
know.
tell you, most normal shows, that would be enough. We could be done right now, and it would be an excellent show. But wait, there's so much more.
Yes.
Exactly.
Hey, my
Oh,
friend,
yeah.
we are going to talk about Transformers: Age of Extinction, and everyone on the panel has seen this movie, right?
Yes.
Yes. Last night, luckily.
Wait, what? Oh my god! What happens in the movie?
Okay, well, basically, the movie starts off where pretty much the Autobots are being hunted, the humans are killing off every bot known to man, and remanufacturing.
In memoriam of Ratchet.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the way they opened that up with the freaking total annihilation of Ratchet, that was unreal.
They actually opened up the movie actually kind of decent, though. They actually opened it up with the human character, and then they saw Prime, a beaten freaking mess hiding in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to Ratchet for a second, his spark didn't die, right?
No,
The spark
Lockdown
was still
tore
burning.
his
He
spark
just kind of
out.
got ripped out of his body.
So Ratchet could potentially make a future appearance.
Yeah, because, like, the one guy, he basically took Joshua, he took Sentinel's head and Megatron's head, basically took their minds, put in another spark. They could do that because they got Ratchet's head and his spark.
Yeah.
No, they were melting Ratchet's
They
head.
were melting Ratchet's head. There was nothing left of Ratchet.
No, there's nothing left of Ratchet.
Or, actually,
Spark is not going to carry all its memories when it gets put in another body. It doesn't always work like that.
Actually, it does
So-
carry all the memories. If you remember,
Yeah,
Optimus
because
said
that's
it
what
carries
Optimus
the
said. He was like,
Yeah.
Optimus said,
our
it's where
sparks
we
carry
keep our
our
memories,
life
we
force,
keep
our memories, and other stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
All those other
he's
shit.
still alive.
You know where Lockdown put it? No, he's dead. Okay. All right,
But
carry
you're
on.
but you're right. Prime did say that. He said the spark does contain the memories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Mark Wahlberg says that that's what we call a soul.
Yeah,
Yeah. So Ratchet could still come back.
he has a possibility.
All right.
Very
I doubt it.
It's a
Maybe
bit-
for like a toy, but other than that, no, I don't see it. But
And Michael Bay, if you're watching, or any of the writers, we get a little cut.
Shit.
Anyhow, like I said, the movie starts off where they find Optimus, and they wheel him back to the farmhouse, and I got a transformer. Holy shit, my balls just dropped. What do I do? But anyway,
Yeah, but when Optimus transforms for the first time and goes and says, "I'm going to kill you,"
Yeah.
that was awesome.
yes, it was totally awesome.
I'm gonna guess that.
You gotta remember, when Optimus transformed, he was still in battle mode. He had no recollection of what happened from the time he went offline. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but it was still freaking awesome, though.
Oh yeah.
I'm
And
thinking if I,
Man, I love seeing him come back as that G1 truck.
yeah, if I get another evasion mode Optimus, the first thing I'm gonna do is give him the battle damaged hole in his grill in robot mode.
I
I'm just-
I
Look at that.
laughed my ass off when Optimus takes his freaking gun and torques that one guy in the head.
Yeah,
Right.
TJ.
came
I
out.
was like,
I kind
Well,
of
you
felt
just stand
bad
up there,
for him,
TJ.
though. This Lockdown vaporized his fat ass. He had no chance at all.
Oh yeah, I know.
well, he got his legs caught in the seatbelt, so
As
that's
bad
kind
as
of.
some people feel about it, the way I see it, Lucas got what he deserved.
Yeah.
So it's needless to say that Ratchet potentially could maybe come back. This goofy dude, No chance. He is gone.
He's coming back as a statue.
Yeah.
He
Cameo.
took on his role as Kindling quite nicely.
He's a crispy critter.
He is what we call well done. Yeah,
And what do you think of those grenades that Lockdown has that he can do that?
That was awesome. That was just a small piece of the seed.
I freaking loved it. It looked so good and very believable. That was intimidating.
And now see, when the lady and the guy were in Antarctica there, and they came up on that Tyrannosaurus Rex, I thought that was Grimlock. I thought, oh, there's Grimlock, right off the bat. But all of a sudden, it was just a regular Tyrannosaurus that just got bombed.
Yeah, he was just encased in that metal. But
Cyber matter, maybe. I don't know.
No, that's they called it transformium.
Well, humans called it transformium, but it's more than likely cyber matter.
Oh my god.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Yeah, I would say that was cyber matter.
The Transformers have always called it cyber matter, so it's more than likely cyber matter.
That's
But, transformium, hey, let's be more nerdish in the network too. But anyway,
And who or what do you think that hand is when they were back in the Jurassic era, going like this and touching that ball?
Quintesson.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, who are the creators? Quintesson?
But then again, you can't really go by that because Bay has thrown curves before.
He will screw with
Bay
it.
has to
You
stick
know who the creators are.
because I mean, even though in its own continuity, it is based around the original, and the Quintessons have always been creators.
We all fully know that the creators are Tom Hanks.
The Quintessons are the
But
creators. In the comics book, Primus is the creator.
you
But
want to
guys,
know?
guys. The creator is Tom Hanks, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, he can go back to Saving Private Ryan. We'll deal with Transformers, okay?
But you know what would be cool is if
Let's solve Da Vinci
it was half flesh, half bot, just like the I think it was how was it?
I'm right back.
The hyenas.
No.
Beast Wars had a lot
Yes.
of
Well, I'm going to jump ahead, but those wolves later on, we'll get to it more later, but I thought they looked a little bit fleshy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I think there's something that he captured from another world. They didn't look Cybertronian at all.
No.
Great point. Great point.
Their eyes look so.
And I did not see them transform. So
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, other than their eyes,
telling you something a little different there.
if you actually look in the TV spot, they actually have eyes of Cybertronians, but the rest of them actually look like flesh.
or it could be a Quintesson thing. You know what I mean?
It could. Let's focus more on the movie in general here. Carrying on, okay, we get past Optimus, and all of a sudden we start to see the other Autobots come into play. We see B. I like seeing Drift come in as a helicopter first,
Yeah.
because that was really badass. And seeing him just triple change into the car was even more awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Not our first, I believe, but probably our second triple changer.
I'm pretty sure he's our first movie-wise.
First movie was.
And then you sit there and you hear about how everybody's dissing Hound. And
Oh no, I was thinking of.
I just got
John
screwed
Hammond
out of
didn't do
Generation Skywarp.
He is the first triple changer. Sorry about that.
He's the first Bayverse triple changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Which
yes,
will
I
mean
say
it's triple changer.
Bayverse because I'm trying to explain to people who are watching this. There are a lot of haters for the movie. If you're going to watch the movie and try to make it G1, bend over and take it. It's not G1. It's never meant to be G1. Deal with it. If you're going to come to the movies, watch them for what they are and try to enjoy it and try to make sense of the Bayverse, then have fun with it. You know? No whining in any of the comments about how the movie sucks. Don't really care.
No.
You know?
No.
We'll give you our opinions at the end of the hour, but we got to speed it up a little bit. So let's get into character. Obviously, B was a very well improved character in this movie.
Oh yeah, and I don't like Bumblebee. Everybody knows it, but in this movie, Bumblebee was a kick-ass motherfucker.
Like when he was in that factory and he saw Dino for the first time.
What?
Stinger.
Bumblebee was like, huh?
I keep calling him Dino, but it's Stinger. And he's
Yeah,
like,
I did the same thing.
what? He just started fucking up that bot before.
And then when that one guy
Bumblebee was like, hell
that was on
no.
the wall screen there, when he says this was based off Bumblebee, and he's the past, and he was an incomplete figure and all that crap, just started dissing him. He's like, oh no, you didn't.
You know what joke I liked? It's at when Bumblebee actually defeats Stinger, and it's kind of a nod to collectors. I hate cheap knockoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it was in the final battle when Bumblebee actually ripped off Stinger's head and he's staring at it. He's like, I hate cheap knockoffs, and he just whips it across the floor.
How the hell do you say hurry the fuck up in Chinese?
Yeah.
I loved that line just for seeing all the little kids' faces around me. I loved it. Right.
There was one kid in the corner at my theater just battling through the whole movie. I'm like, shut up!
Like, how do you say "shut the fuck up" in Chinese?
Exactly.
Sorry, kid.
Okay, anyway, let's get into some of the newer characters, and then we'll get into my favorite one. Alright, we obviously had some newer characters. Hound was awesome, I thought.
Oh yeah, John Goodman rocked that role.
Hands down, me being a fat man, I loved Hound. Loved every second of Hound.
Like, I kind of wish that Leadfoot was kind of like Hound was, because, like, you know, Hound is just awesome. Like, I think Hound is what the Leadfoot character in the last movie should have been.
I swear I was just going there because, I was totally going there because Leadfoot, you know, he had the fat thing, and it just didn't. I didn't care about him. But Hound was a character that I didn't care about the beard. I didn't care about the belly. I didn't care about the way he looked. He was awesome. It was a perfect role for John Goodman.
Like, Hound was like the perfect blend of Leadfoot and Ironhide.
Yeah, he really was. And he just dropped one-liners like a madman. I mean,
like a fat ballerina.
Exactly.
That ballerina was taking out characters quicker than Ironhide would. Ironhide would have been so proud, dude. It's just like,
Yeah.
he's out of ammo. He's still over there kicking ass.
Yeah.
yeah. That board's out of ammo. We're fucked. And then like, we gotta keep fighting. He's like, oh, okay. And he goes over and he starts bashing heads and throwing shit. Yeah.
When he's jumping from building to building and like shooting the shit out of people, and he falls in that building, my fat ass is stuck. Oh, I died laughing, man.
I gotta hurt you now. You're just too damn ugly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drift, I thought, was an okay character. I kind of wish he wasn't so serious, but then again, going for the whole samurai kind of deal, I get why he was.
Oh yeah.
I
He was a little more jovial.
thought it worked as a good contrast to Crosshairs, though, because Crosshairs was kind of the smart-ass. You know, we'll get to him in a minute, but Drift, as a contrast to Crosshairs, was a good character for me.
Yeah, they were good balancing.
Yeah,
The one
especially when he
one
was
thing
trying
I
to
don't
teach
like about
Bumblebee
Drift
how
at all
to assassinate.
is that they
He's
never
taking that sword
mentioned.
and rubbing it up on his cheek.
Hey, let Brian talk. What did you like about Drift?
The one thing I didn't like about Drift, and it's just for the movie, not really for the toys or whatnot or whatever, they don't mention he's a Decepticon previously.
No, they don't.
I wish they did.
I think they mentioned it on the box, on the back of the box of the.
Yeah, but in the
story.
movie,
On the box and the
Correct.
game.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, again, you know, these things, there's 2 more movies coming out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be revealed at some point.
Yeah.
Crosshairs, to me, now we get the Crosshairs, okay? The Zit of the group, okay? He kind of reminded me of Cliffjumper.
In a way,
Yeah.
he's got the voice of Bender.
which was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't.
John DiMaggio.
Probably would have died in the movie, but you know, but yeah.
when he was sitting there and everybody was all fighting and arguing about being leader and all that crap, he goes, "Oh yeah, you guys all do yourselves and I'll become leader." But you know, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Me,
That just showed his attitude right there.
I think Crosshairs is one of my favorite characters. I just like how the coat flows and everything. I don't think they did a bad job on the toy, honestly, because they used the curves of the Corvette pretty well. And I'm glad that I have that toy now.
I think Crosshairs grew on you as the film continued. At first, I was like, God, this is like so annoying. Get this guy off my screen. But by the end of the film, I thought that his personality really came out, and you really were glad that he was on your side.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like he really had the brand of asshole when you first saw him. He really did.
I love his weapons. The fact that I just and then there it is.
And when he jumps off the back of that spaceship and the parachutes come out and the coat's flowing and he's got the guns out going,
Yeah, that was cool.
What was that one joke about the shooting?
Push, hold, side, repeat. Push, hold, side, repeat. What the hell?
Yeah, that one. That was a
Hey.
Hey, I guess I just got screwed out of a Generation Skywarp after all.
What was funny was after he told him that and he jumped off the ship and they're like, "What is this?" He's like, "Well, you're fucked anyway." And he he actually said it. You're fucked, and he goes off shooting shit. He didn't-
But I think he's one of my favorite Autobots out of the whole movie.
At least with all the vulgarity and all the swearing, it was put in the proper spots. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
It wasn't just like Steve's and Mudflap where it was like every other word was yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't done just to gimmick do it. It seemed like it was placed in exactly the right spot. It added some humor to it. I thought it was great.
The unfortunate side to Crosshairs is that I think if any of the Autobots were to die in the future movies as this lineup, it's going to be Crosshairs.
I hope not, really.
Actually, with Crosshair's temper and thirst for battle, yeah, you could easily see him being like picked off. But anywho, we can discuss humans or we can go straight for the Prime.
Prime?
Actually, I'd like to say that I was glad to find out that Brain survived.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I actually find it kind of amazing that they put Sentinel's head in it too. I was like, I did not.
Sentinel's head. I noticed Megatron's. I must have missed that.
Sentinel, I saw like barely. I could barely manage to tell his
they
face.
had Sentinel's head next to Megatron's, but Sentinel went completely offline in the last movie, so there was no way in hell they could use anything from him. But Megatron was kind of still alive and twitching at the end of the last movie, so it's quite possible that, you know.
But yes, Brain and his attitude were still there.
Yep.
What? We gonna kick your ass?
Well, Stinger, you really didn't get a personality for. He was just more of cannon fodder. Galvatron, you saw him for a total of 10 minutes.
But boy, were they good 10 minutes.
Yeah, they were.
Hey, that double-headed shockwave, that was completely weird.
My favorite part of Galvatron has to be, that is why I have no feeling.
Yeah, when he said you have no spark, and he's like, that's why I have no feeling. Yeah.
So scary.
You can't go wrong with any on-screen character with Frank Welker's voice that sounds like Megatron/Galvatron. It was. I don't care.
He was Megatron and Galvatron in the series.
Yep, on the series he was, and that
Megatron and a little bit of old school Galvatron in there.
That voice saying "I'll be back," you know, it was pure Welker, and it was fantastic. 10 minutes of screen time.
Well, for the nerds that are complaining, oh, Galvatron's not like from the original stuff. Okay, first off, I never expected him to be. In fact, I kind of expected him to be a whole nother character. And two, the final line says that he was Megatron previous. So, bitch away.
And you'll never know because he's made by the humans. And that he can change shapes.
For I have been reborn.
You know,
he doesn't even transform like a regular transform.
It's all digital.
He can think of whatever he wants to be and put it.
Yes.
You know, like what I like about this is that it actually brings mass shifting to the live stream.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
Because he no longer has to fit a certain size scale. You know?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, of the shifting transformations, just because I get the origins, but I kind of feel like if the humans are going to invent something in presumably the year 2014, 2015, it wouldn't be that. You know, even with alien technology, it just seemed a little. And it's silly for me to say that it pulled me out of the film because it's freaking robots that transform. You know, but seeing that type of transformation, I kind of wish if the humans did it, you'd have things kind of clunkily shaping together, and maybe put the freaking box on Galvatron's back and let him turn into a truck. I think I would have been cooler with that than
Humans
what we
were
had.
just tools. Megatron did it.
Well, yeah, because all the whole idea came from Megatron's head.
He took everything. Megatron was the one pulling the strings with all of that.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Human beings didn't really create anything. Megatron did it all himself.
Which they stole from animated.
And then Brain was the one that was translating it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Fair point. Fair point.
So Megatron was the one telling them, here's how you're going to rebuild me, and this is what kind of army I want. And man's going, okay, we're going to rebuild this douchebag into this, and we're going to control it and make it our bitch and kill all them.
I like the little nod to Nemesis Prime.
Yeah, I wanted him like Optimus.
Yeah. Designed him after Optimus. Why does he keep looking like Megatron?
I still think that some of this idea for Transformers Age of Extinction comes from Transformers Prime mech. I know, I didn't say.
It does, and some of it comes from animated.
It links to it with the Megatron head. There's G1 links to it in a lot of places too. It's a mixed bag of tricks from all of them that come into play here. Now let's go to the gravy. The darker Optimus Prime. I absolutely love it.
Oh, hell yes.
I absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. I love the G1 Optimus. He's my hero. I grew up with him. You look at my logo, he's everywhere. But this Optimus has finally got it right. Show some fucking emotion. You're not just cannon fodder.
I'm gonna kill all of you.
Yeah, that was great.
For my friends.
You know, when he found out that Ratchet was dead, and he said, I'm going to kill this motherfucker who's responsible. Oh, no.
Yeah, we good to see a Prime show some emotion finally.
These were my friends, and all the other ones were people I sent friend requests to.
And the funniest part of Optimus was when him and Mark Wahlberg were talking about Mark Wahlberg's daughter and being obsessed with this boy and all that stuff, and Optimus looks at him and says, yeah, I had that.
I had the same thing with Bumblebee.
Yeah, it happened so quick.
And you know for sure he was talking about Sam Witwicky.
Yeah.
But one thing I did like about Optimus Prime, his design grew on me.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
design.
when
I like how Optimus was going down the road. He went from the old truck into the new truck just like Zam. Every piece just mass-shaped. It was...
But what I didn't like about Optimus Prime from previous foes is the shoulder pauldrons. They kind of just overlapped and were too huge. These ones don't get in the way that much. And actually watching it, I kind of like it more than the previous movies, the Revenge of the Fallen first movie and Dark of the Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a more medieval Optimus design, I think.
More Knight-like.
More Knight-like, and it's meant to be, because you gotta remember Optimus is one of the original Knights. So, you know, it was meant to take him back to his original form, and it actually looks really good. You know?
I think so too.
Now, the Dinobots were great in the movie.
They were awesome.
Oh, barely.
I sense a butt coming here, though.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
Disappointed they didn't speak.
I'm disappointed that they were only in there for a short matter of time.
Yeah,
That's
considering how much hype went into Dinobots, I had heard a spoiler before the film was even released. Yeah, it wasn't much time, but if we move forward to another film, I think they've set excellent groundwork. I think the Dinobots can still speak, and as is, it gave me a very Jurassic Parky vibe. They were intimidating as hell, And I was big. There was a scene where the Dinobots are kind of riding down a cliff, and the pterodons flying, and all I could think is, this is freaking awesome in every way. I was complete fan of this film by the end of the movie, and the Dinobots, despite their limited screen time, played a huge part in that.
Yeah,
and I also wanted to mention that one of the best parts of the Dinobots charging into battle was the music.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely set a good tone, even with Optimus Prime going against Grimlock. Any point of time when the Dinobots were on screen, the music was going so well that it was just perfect for any nerd.
Yeah, I completely agree. And the prehistoric sounds that were coming out of them, I'm okay with them not talking now if we get something further fleshed out down the road, but just the sounds that came out of them, I thought, were just fantastic.
Yeah.
But do you remember in the first movie how Jazz was saying, "Hey, I learned how to talk to like this through your radio and your satellites and all that."
World Wide Web.
Yeah. And then the Dinobots just got there, so they're going to take a little time. So maybe in the next movie they'll start talking. That's probably when you'll hear them talking as slow as Grimlock and all that shit.
You are dead right, and I think that makes a perfect blend into why they're slower speaking-wise if that happens down the line. You nailed it on the head right there.
I'm also glad that they kind of explain why the Dinobots don't look exactly like dinosaurs. Because you got that Beast Machines type thing. They're kind of a cross.
I'm surprised they didn't have any real dinosaur form at all, because, they've been prisoners for so long. How do you know they're even Earth-based?
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah, well, look at the size when they were in robot mode next to Optimus Prime. Here's Optimus Prime. Here's freaking Grimlock.
Yeah, exactly.
He made him look like a human.
And plus, when Optimus runs into the ship and lets him loose, when he cuts Snarl loose, he says the legend is true.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right.
Now, what was I about to say? Oh, I just came up with this.
Man.
We could get something from RID. Now, the Dinobots are on Earth. They're probably going to have Earth-style alt modes. Does that mean we're going to get the RID thing, where the Dinobots transform into construction vehicles and then combine?
I hope not. I don't want landfill.
No.
I'm just saying it's possible.
I'm pretty sure they're going to have Dinobot modes, and they're going to probably stay in hiding for a while.
Yeah.
Mainly because no human's going to be able to hurt them. But
well, what would be really cool is if they can't go on to Dinobot Island, like in the G1.
Yeah, because where else would they go? Like, be free, go to New York City. Where are they going to go?
Go to Manhattan.
Oh, down Times Square, they could use them for construction. But,
I'm betting they go to South America.
Okay, we're in the home stretch here. Yay or nay? Like the movie or not? Bill, go.
Oh, fuck yes.
Okay, tell us how you really feel.
Dude, that was one of the best Transformers movies I've seen.
Better than the other three.
Hands down.
Wait your turn. Alright, fan page. Yay or nay?
Now, I have some complaints, and I see some problems with the movie. My biggest complaint is the very first scene and the very last scene, because the very first scene doesn't have the logo transforming, which I was hoping, but to be expected. And the very last scene is so stupid because of Superman. But I definitely like the film. I don't hate it. I think it's too long. Like, it's almost like 3 hours. It almost needs an intermission. But it's got a lot of action scenes. The final fight, I think, is the best final fight we've gotten in these movies. I mean, with Megatron versus Optimus Prime in the first movie, Megatron and the Fallen versus Optimus Prime, Sentinel Prime versus Optimus Prime. Those are good, but they also kind of cut short. And they're kind of like, with all those fights, they kind of cut to different scenes. In this one, you just see Lockdown fighting Optimus Prime, and sure, later on, the humans and Bumblebee are fighting lockdown, but it doesn't cut to anything else. It's still that fight. I think the critics are being too harsh on this movie, honestly, and I wish they could compare this to Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon. I think Michael Bay's learning through this movie, honestly, and I don't think this is a bad film. I think they need to give Michael Bay a little bit more credit and realize what he's actually doing that's better, what's improving.
Indeed. And check.
Okay, carrying on.
I should point this out as well before I freedom of speech. I get that. Okay, I'm just saying that I think some people are. I'm not being specific, but some people are abusing this movie. Go ahead.
I just think people are raping the movie and they haven't fucking seen it, to be honest with you. But alright, go ahead, E before I. Go for it.
So I think Michael Bay knows exactly what he's doing. I think he has learned from past mistakes. I saw Pain and Gain like right before this movie. I thought Pain and Gain was great. And Transformers 4, you know, it wasn't perfect. The dialogue in the first half an hour of this film were laughably bad. When Wahlberg's daughter is getting off the Jeep and she's like, "We're going to go get drunk and party at the beach." It was terrible. It was some of the worst acting I've ever heard. But as you go through the movie, there are human qualities that are redeeming. Kelsey Grammer's performance, which we haven't mentioned here yet, was fantastic. Even though he got limited screen time, I thought his acting was wonderful.
Well, his best acting was when he played dead at the end, but yeah.
The guy that played the kind of Steve Jobs-ish evil scientist, corporation leader, I thought he was also very good. The transformations... The transformation sequences are some of the best I've ever seen. And the way that all of these characters were individually portrayed, which we didn't really get as much from the previous films, but in this movie they all had very distinct personalities. I thought that they were fleshed out really well. By the end of the film, I took a figure like Crosshairs that I was so lukewarm on, became a huge fan, big fan of Hound, Optimus Prime kicking ass, Drift is his triple changer. Everything was great. The action, one of the best, as has already been mentioned, one of the best action sequences was that final battle with the Dinobots riding in, and literally in my mind I'm like, this is freaking awesome, until the end of the movie. Even though it was 2.5 hours, I felt like I wanted just a little bit more, and I can't wait till Transformers 5.
Exactly.
Hey.
Alright, Jackal, what are you going to say?
Well, this movie was, of course, far better than Revenge of the Fallen, and my friend even said it. It was a lot better than Dark of the Moon, but basically, even before I summed it up for me, so yeah.
Done.
What he said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, you know, you can kiss his ass all you want. He's not going to give you any wine, little boy. Okay, all right.
I did.
I'm gonna subscribe to you.
All right, speaking of side boobs, Justin.
Oh, side boob. No.
That's my side boob.
This movie's a lot better than the past three. It quickly became my favorite. And people are tearing it apart and hollering, it's not like this, it's not like that. People need to understand these movies are their own continuity based around the original. I don't know why they can't wrap their minds around that, but, you know, hey. But a lot of people just go into it and pick it apart while they're watching it instead of sitting back and enjoying almost 3 hours worth of robot fighting. And I don't understand why they don't just shut the fuck up and watch the movie.
Well, not only that, but most of the critics are like 20 years old.
Yeah,
they weren't even around during G1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the other thing too. It's not meant to be G1.
No,
I know that, but they don't know the storylines.
This movie, you can't even do that either. The only thing the same about this movie and G1 is the name of the fucking characters.
Yeah, that's it.
That's my point.
That is it. You can't even sit there and go, oh, it's G1 based, because technically, no, it's not.
But that's what I'm talking about, is they don't know the characters.
I actually saw a reviewer who was trashing the movie because of the Transformers names. Like, why would they call him Drift? You know, he's a samurai. So there is some of that, but yeah, I agree.
But yeah, like I was saying, I love the movie. I just wish people would stop tearing it apart and enjoy it for what it is. I mean, yeah, it has its flaws. Anybody can see the flaws. But it's a great movie. So, yeah, that's my thoughts.
To be honest with you, there aren't that many flaws, really.
No.
And also, it's not the Dark Knight.
It's not more with the story, per se.
It's not the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody who walks away from this film and says, don't see it, waste of money, trash, you see it on the internet every day on Facebook forums and such. These people are either strictly internet trolls or they're not really a fan of Transformers. I mean, that's kind of the way I feel about it.
Like I said, they're just not giving it a chance for what it is. They're just going in there and picking it apart because they want to be assholes about it.
Yeah, and again, they don't understand the characters.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, my thoughts. Ready?
Yeah. No.
Right. I personally like the movie. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I did not give it a full 5 stars only because of the human flaws in the movie. It's got nothing to do with the bots per se. The human acting could have been a little bit better. Like, Wahlberg was awesome. The supporting cast around him was kind of like really too generic. I thought it wasn't really. Didn't think that the human acting per se was box office enough.
Lucky Charms and his daughter could have been a lot better.
And Lucky Charms wasn't exactly so fucking lucky. He did
No.
get all during the movie. But anyway, okay. But carrying on, okay. I'm loving how if you actually watch each movie, the situation for the Transformers gets more and more desperate, and the bots become more and more darker.
Mm.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that they showed a matured Bumblebee in this movie somewhat. He was ready to kick ass and take names. He wasn't waiting for some human to pat him on the ass and tell him it was okay.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
That was my kind of Bumblebee.
You know, even Crosshairs, as much as an asshole as he was at the start of the movie, I loved how he evolved through the movie and you saw why he was the asshole. You know, so it worked out really well. There was more in depth on the bots this time. I don't know why all these other fans are bitching because this is what you wanted. You want a Transformers movie about Transformers. Well, how much more realistic can it get if you're a fucking robot in disguise and your ass is getting hunted for your own damn body to be recycled and rebuilt into Megatron's bitch?
Okay,
Well, not only that, but look at how many.
Very fucking people that you just lost an arm to save the last fucking movie. Yeah. And then you go through it and you're finding out that everybody else that you worked with the exception for the little bee, is dead. Yeah. Safe to say, if I was Optimus, I'd be even darker. I would be making the Doomsday device. I know how to build the weather machine, you stupid fucks. G.I. Joe reference. It's on. You know? But it's like, seriously. You know? Awesome movie. I love how dark it got. Disappointments, not enough time for the Dinobots. Wanted a hell of a lot more.
Wait, Eric, wonder who's missing you, though?
Like, if they would have shown like a scene in the movie where Lockdown was actually trapping them all or something, where you could actually see them a little bit, that would have been kind of cool. But again, you know, it was implied. But you know, I just wanted more Dinobots in the movie than what we got.
We barely talked about Lockdown, by the way.
I was just going to say that. He was intimidating as hell.
Lockdown was extremely badass. He is by far the most intimidating Decepticon, if that's what you want to call him, because he was just a bounty hunter in this movie.
Yeah.
And just a quick thing.
I think it was one of the most gruesome deaths in the Transformers movie.
And just a quick thing, he wasn't like just punch,
very
blast,
quick.
punch.
Speaking of Age of Extinction, look what's on TV right now.
We can't look at what's on TV right
I can't see your screen.
now. All we see is your balls. And only one.
No, it was a joke.
But anyways, what I was saying was, the good thing about Lockdown is it wasn't just punch, 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 blast, punch, punch, punch. No, he actually did a bunch of flips and ninja shit and whatnot. And it was cool to see. It was just a generic punch and
Without
blast.
Lockdown, you wouldn't have a plot at all. He truly made the plot work.
Lockdown was a hell of a lot darker than Megatron was.
No doubt. No doubt about it.
A lot darker and more powerful, I might add, too. He did things with Optimus that Megatron didn't ever even get close to doing.
There's the saying on my planet, I just don't care.
Exactly.
They got Lockdown so badass that every scene where he's just walking, you're like, damn, like, I don't want no part of this.
Yeah, you're like, where's the exit? Where's the exit?
Just walking. I mean, it's well done.
Yeah,
The only thing
I give the movie a 4 out of 5. The human acting is what kind of kills it a bit because, like I said, Wahlberg was great, but
the chief of staff guy sucked.
Yes, he did.
Chief of staff.
But,
Oh yeah.
Just one last thing. You see the screen, you see Lockdown ship, and you see Lockdown walking up the smoke. I just saw everyone in the theater looking down.
Like, I don't want any part of this.
One last thing I want to touch on in the movie, which I feel was just thrown in there to be the biggest troll ever towards some fans, was the humongous Rainbow Dash.
I love this.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
Transformed into a machine gun. I would buy that.
Yeah, I would buy that Rainbow Dash.
That was so brilliant.
But it's like, seriously though, it's like, the movie was great. The plot, for 2.5 hours, that movie moved along pretty damn quickly.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah.
And it kept you wondering what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next?
Like even the slow points in the movie, which weren't that many, they actually built up to something that happened that was truly amazing. I think critics are being overly critical of this movie. I think if you actually watch this movie with the expectations of, hey, it's a Bayverse and it's not anything else, you might actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Michael Bay doesn't care. He made his already. It grossed $1 million here in the U.S. and I think 300.
Opening day.
Right, and I think 300 worldwide, and it's still making money.
Yeah.
So he'll be back. I think Wahlberg will be back, and I can't wait to see where this franchise goes next.
Considering it was the highest grossing movie of Wahlberg's career, I hope he comes back.
Oh, he'll be back.
And also of 2014 so far, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, $314 million opening day.
Yeah, amazing. And no better time for Shia LaBeouf to go crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but laugh at that. He was screaming at some homeless guy over a McDonald's burger bag.
Yeah.
He kept calling him B. Damn it, B.
Craziness.
I actually watched a video of that. You gotta find that. It's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anywho, going on, it is time to bid our adieus. We have been on for over an hour now. So from left to right, announce yourselves, who you are and where you're from. Boogeyman, you are first.
This is Mr. Boogeyman 1973. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I have a customs page. I do customs, and they're on eBay, so bid on them, please, because they only got a day left. Other than that, have a good night.
You don't say. Okay, all right. Fan page.
Fan page 11, also known as Total Ultimate Doom, and also Canadian Reviewer. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Transformers fan page. Please check out my YouTube channels, especially the T-Fan page 11, because I'm almost at 1,500 subs.
Woo!
And,
He's going to give away.
Groundbridge. I'm from Canada. Happy Canada Day.
He's going to do a giveaway. He's going to give away that flag.
Yeah, bullshit. Anyway.
he doesn't want to lose subscribers, so no, he will not be giving away that flag.
That's what's keeping my virginity intact.
I thought it was the glasses.
You can't just have the flag and not have the glasses.
What?
Okay, our next guest was Jackal2448. He's not on right now. Find him on YouTube. He's awesome. All right, E Before I, you're up.
All right, E Before I of E Before I Video Reviews, and I do reviews in the form of videos. It can be found on YouTube. It's youtube.com/ebeforeinet, Facebook E Before I, and Twitter at E Before I Net. See you guys soon.
Avenge us all.
Oh, Avengers. Oh, I shall try, but fail miserably. But yeah, I'm Avenging Tragedy. I have a YouTube channel. I have a bunch of unboxings.
That's me.
Go watch them. Like unboxings, look at stuff. But yeah, I also have a Facebook page.
That is me.
And this has been the Ground Bridge, and we'll see you next week, guys.
So basically, your fat ass got stuck.
I got
It's called gravity. Get used to it.
Someone's waiting for me, so.
Alright, and that is where I hit everyone with the bit slap of the evening. Thank you, you're welcome. Anyway, alright. I am Optimus0420sl. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Ustream. I also run channels known as the Groundbridge with Optimus0420sl. And a new channel called Dark Mount Entertainment Reviews Podcast. And our first review, which is the Transformers movie, I am happy to say at last look is at 1,018 views. So round of applause, guys. We did good.
Yay!
Clapping time.
Yeah, and it's only going to get better. We are going to be filming another series for that real soon, and it will be up for your viewing enjoyment. So until next time, as a friend of ours in BC World would like to stay frosty, get your geek on, and peace, peoples. Sayonara.
Ritz crackers, it's time to fuck.
Peace.
Penis, that is all.